Hey guys, Ontario Outdoorsman here. For this video is the second half of our trapping season. We've kind of moved on from beaver trapping and now we're on to marten trapping. Dad came up here the other day and he said some marten boxes, so now we're gonna go check them.
Yep.
And what'd you catch the last time you checked them?
I caught 2 fisher and a marten. So in this set here, we caught 1 really big fisher and
I think there's something in it actually. I don't know. Check. There might be. What? Oh no, that's not. Oh, I see. What is this? It's a flying squirrel. There's 2 of them. There's 2 flying squirrels.
wow,
I've never seen that before.
look at this.
Jeez. What are the odds of that?
That is a wild catch right there.
I've never seen that in my life.
Huh. So a lot of people have probably never even seen a flying squirrel. They only come out at night when everybody else is asleep. So anyways, that's but I can certainly say that's
How do you catch 2
definitely
at the same
first time in my life I've ever seen 2 flying squirrels caught in one trap before.
Look at that.
They are something that we catch kind of every once in a while because they happen to like to eat meat just like a lot of critters that live out in the bush, right? But I've definitely never caught 2 at one time before.
That's a very odd find. Well, we're on to a bit of an odd start, but at least the critters are out moving. Man, that's just straight odd. I've never seen that before. Look at that. Pair of flying squirrels. That is the one thing about trapping, is that sometimes you do catch, because it's not like a hunting where you're sitting over a bait pile or anything and you're seeing everything that comes through. You do catch, it's like fishing, you do catch stuff that is not your targeted species. So sometimes it's a little unfortunate in some cases, but it just happens quite unfortunately every once in a while in this case. But I've never seen anything like that before.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Yeah, so you were mentioning catching other species besides your target species. The fisher I caught the other day is not on my trapping quota, but it does happen, like Angus said, so you simply have to report it and let them know that you caught it, and then you can keep it.
I don't think these things will have to report.
No, I'm talking about the fishers, of course.
Yeah, no, I'm just talking about these 2. All right, on to the next one. What's a drink there? Oh yeah, we got a marten. First marten. There's a big one too. Look at that. Nope. A marten, just for anybody who doesn't know what they are, pine marten is a type of weasel. They're just a small little guy, but they live entirely all around the treetops here, pretty much. And they live off those flying squirrels that we caught in the other trap, as well as stuff like mice and other rodents. One thing about martens I also should mention is that they have, in my opinion, the softest fur of any animal.
Yeah, they're pretty much, they'll be your sought after fur for your trap line. This is generally what we try to catch is pine marten. They're definitely one of the nicest furs out there. So.
And they live all over. Like, they live here, they live out west, out east. They live way the hell up north in the tundra.
Russia, lots.
Yeah, they live up there too.
They're referred to as a sable in Russia. So Siberia, places like that.
Yeah, in my opinion, like I said, they have the nicest fur of almost any animal in my opinion. And they have this really cool, it's kind of hard to see because his leg's in the way, but it's a pretty much almost on any martin, they have this little orange patch right on their chest area. And it's, I've only seen it, it's almost on every single one. Only a few of them don't have it, like when they get older, I think, and they turn darker. But this guy's a pretty standard looking martin. He's a good sized one too. One as well. This is Dad's new martin trap, and down there is one of his old ones that he.
Yeah, that would be your grandfather's old trap box. We've been trapping this line for 40 years or better now.
Just got. When did we set the new traps up? A year or two ago? Probably.
Yeah. So we had to go to a new style of trap that was legislated in as more humane, which it truly is. But so the box size changed a bit, and so we made new boxes, and that
was probably 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah, probably more than that. More like 5. So
it was more than that.
Yeah, and then we'll just the old box can stay here as an artifact.
Yeah.
Trapping days gone by, I guess.
Yeah. All right, back to the truck. It's got 15 more. All right, so we're going up to trap number 5, and just for a little information, this is where we filmed that moose video. My dad was checking the traps the first time, and this is where the moose walked through at 15 yards. It was right out in the pond, and it walked right through here, and then up, and it just kept going that way. And then the truck is right there, so that's how close he was. But I figure that I'd take a minute to explain how these martin boxes work. So basically what these martin boxes is, you take them, it's just basically, you make them out of 2x4s or any kind of just standard old plywood. I remember, I can't remember where I seen it, but there was a couple I've seen that, I think that were made out of old road signs on the high side of the highway. So you always put a bit of chicken wire or fence wire here, just to keep them from getting in this side. You put a piece of bait, a hunk of meat at the back, and then you carve in the corners here, and you set the trap in the center, and you put just a couple branches around it just to kind of hide this spot, make it look more like just kind of hide it, the part of the trap here. And then you just nail it up to the tree here, right there. That's just holding it on. And this right here is called the running board. We call them the running board for the martins. Basically, the idea is it just makes the trap look much more convenient for the martins to get up. Basically, see how if he can smell the meat, he's going to try and climb the tree to get at it. So just to make it easier on him going up, we just put this here. So all he has to do is run up and jump right in. Just makes it look more appealing to him, I guess. But that's kind of the whole setup for our martin boxes. And the trap is the same as our beaver traps that we set earlier this year. It's still a neck hold trap, so it's pretty humane. It kills them pretty outright. And then sometimes the trap might fall out, and that's why we have the chain here, just so that it doesn't fall on the ground and a critter doesn't come and take it. And then usually at the end of trapping season, we'll just come in one by one, pluck the traps out of the tree, but we'll leave the box here because the box is pretty durable, so it won't wear with the weather won't break it. And usually a bear will never come along, and it's been, I think it has happened once to us where a bear has come along and just swatted it right off the side of the tree because he could smell the remnants of an old piece of beaver meat in there. But other than that, they're usually pretty safe from everything. Nothing really comes around and breaks them or anything. And hell, here's the, this is where I saw it. This is one of my grandfather's old signs, actually. And it's made out of an old road sign on the side of a highway. He used to work on the highway, so he got, whenever they were getting rid of signs, he'd always just pick them up and take them when it was getting replaced. Right. So that's kind of just how a martin box works, and the whole setup on how to catch them. Yeah, checked trap number 8 a minute ago and there was nothing in it. And we're at trap number 9 now. See, there's nothing in it. The trap is on its side. Dad? Yeah? Just gonna need to fix the trap. It's on its side. Oh no, it's been sprung. The bait's gone too. Oh, okay. Clever little buggers. So sometimes Martin, what happened here is Martin are crafty. They're very crafty. So this guy, he was able to turn the trap enough they could slide under it right there, and he grabbed a piece of meat and he pulled it out with him. That's a pretty common occurrence, is where they just, sometimes they'll even somehow spring. Coming up on the next trap. Oh, there's something on this one.
I'm not coming down there.
Oh, we got him, Martin. Ha! Nope, there's bait. Martin number 2. Oh, man. Oh, he's a giant one. Let's see if I can get him out. That's Martin number 2. Ah! That's nice.
Nice.
So we're setting the trap back up and we got the Martin out. He's a beautiful Martin. Big one too.
That is a really nice one.
So what is like the main use for a Martin? Is it mitts primarily? Because I know beaver is like hats and boots and also mittens.
Yeah, I think it depends on where in the world they're sold, right? Like different people like different stuff. So, I think you can make quite a few different things out of it. Here, I'm going to set it.
We were just stopped at, Dad and I just stopped at the first trap, and Dad pointed out moose walked right over the snow machine track and it continued down the road. You might even see him at some point. It's interesting. Let's see. This is where we caught the 2 squirrels the other day. Unfortunately, there's nothing in it. There. Okay. We're taking the trap out of the tree now.
Yeah, I think so.
Sprung.
I think we'll just throw that U-nail right in there for next year. Perfect.
Okay. We leave the box right here, and if Martin wants to eat, no, he's in no danger of it. Yeah, something will come get it eventually. Yep. Alright. So now I'm gonna take my run at getting the trap out of the box. So first you're gonna move the camouflage. Now this just gotta carefully, doesn't snap off. just slide it out. There we go. Now, it's only a simple manner. Hitting the trap right there. Oh, there we go. And now I just got to pry it off the tree. There's the nail. Just a nail. Just put it back in there for now. I'll get the trap.
There for next year, right?
Yep. Right here. That's just a simple fold at this point. Goes right down into the trap. Off to get the next one now. One thing I should add is normally we rarely do this by sled. We normally do this with the pickup truck, but because we got an ungodly amount of snow just over the course of this week, it's more than 2 feet high. It's going to touch my knees in certain areas. So that's why look how much is on the box alone here. That's why we're covering all the traps with by snow machine instead of truck. We just came around the corner here from up there. We saw these tracks. Moose was walking down the road forever. He was walking and he was walking and he was just here because what happened was he heard our snow machine, I think, and he started booting it right through the bush. We just missed him. We think that's what happened because we think he heard our snow machines because he's running hard about right here. He starts and he just keeps going all the way through there. At least that's our belief. And they're so fresh, all the snow's still catched up and everything. We think it's just brand new.
Oh yeah, he started leaping right here.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Cool. Just missed him too, probably. Well, you wouldn't believe if I told you, but the last catch on the whole trap line, we finally got another marten. He's beautiful. He's a very light colored one. And there's this orange part of his chest underneath his neck. Oh my goodness. I don't know what is with this year, but I've never seen it like this. But I'm glad we were able to at least end the day off with one marten. And well, now we gotta get him out of the trap, so I think we're gonna just bring him back to the snow machine. That was the whole day's marten for Nate trap for one marten. But still, he's a beautiful one. Man, I've never seen it like this, but you know, they have their ups and downs. There's some of them, their cycles. Still, we caught a few over the course of this week alone. I think in total we caught 5. This is number 5 for this week. We'll bring it back to the sled. So here is our salvage trip. He's a big one too.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
They're one of the most beautiful critters on the planet, in my opinion. One of the nicest looking, the softest too. Well, that's the literal right there is the last trap on the whole line. Man.
Well, I think that means it's lunchtime.
Yep. Alright guys, see y'all another day. Alright, so I figured I'd show you guys the view from the top of the trap line here. Yeah. This is one of the best views I think I know of. It's nice. That's Lake Superior out there. Alright.